Hello chicken nugget people, the sound quality on this episode is terrible because it was recorded in a shed and multiple airplanes fly overhead. Also a dog. Have fun.
Welcome to the Nuggcast, episode 28.
Woo!
This is our Gamescom special. We're going to be talking about Gamescom things.
I don't know if it's a special. This is the one we record during Gamescom.
Yeah, pretty much. That's the general gist.
Yeah, but it's like Christmas. It happens every year.
Yeah, exactly.
Yep.
And like Christmas, nothing else happens. So
Yeah.
very limited news.
People with birthdays over Christmas, you don't have birthdays.
Yes.
Get out.
Exactly.
You get like double presents or something.
Yeah, you pick
Not
one
double.
and that's what it is.
Lucky.
So we got a smidgen of news before we talk about Gamescom.
Okay,
Yeah.
Gamescom.
Are we just not introducing ourselves?
No, we're not.
Oh right, introduce us. Jeez.
No, we're dead. This is the four ghosts that watched Gamescom.
I know this episode's late, but it's not that late.
This is the ghost of Chris.
Yeah.
This is a ghost of Gabby.
And the ghost of Georgia.
I'm the Phantom of Ryan. I
Oh.
just had to
Oh.
Why?
just one up everyone. Why am I like
This
this?
isn't even Halloween.
Oh.
Just wait for the
Wait, are we playing a
Spooktacular.
Is that what it's going to be called?
Yeah, it's gonna be the Halloween.
This is
Spooktacular.
confirmed.
If that's
Okay.
the title of the episode, I'll be severely disappointed.
Well, it's got to be
Gamescom?
Gamescom.
It's gonna be game. No.
Clickbait. Oh, for the
No.
yeah, sure. Halloween Spooktacular. That's fine.
We gotta play a game for Halloween. Confirmed.
Yes.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Sounds great. Keep an eye on
I
that
intend for my
inbox.
full month of October to just be Halloween related content.
Yeah.
Yeah, eventually we'll all just sit down in one room and play some horror games.
Oh, can we play? Oh no. Okay, I'll shit myself if we do it. But can we play Alien?
Yes!
I've never played Alien, so yes.
Because that one apparently is really spooky, and it's really.
Yeah.
Oh, if we had money for VR.
Oh.
Well, we have access to VR.
We do.
Wait. Okay.
Mistakes have been
We can't
made.
make promises, but we're going to try and organise some horror VR for Halloween.
No!
I don't know that they have the recorders because it's a dev.
Yeah.
So
Just do not let Georgia touch it. The last time she played a horror game, she threw the controller at the wall.
that was not the last time I played a horror game.
The thing is, you're nice people. I don't want to shit on your
The
floor.
vibe controllers have straps.
Okay, so
Strap them hard.
Throw.
So,
Swing.
Halloween is a month away, so let's focus on
Yeah.
what happened this week.
Right.
Do we want to start this whole mess over?
No, this is who we are.
This is who we are as people. So, speaking of spooky things, Mass Effect is officially killed.
Well, the single player Mass Effect.
Well,
Yeah.
So basically, there was a rumored story that was basically correct. It was put
confirmed
out.
now.
Yeah, it's put out by Konami originally. Not
Kotaku.
not Konami. They're basically the same thing. And basically, but basically, there's going to be no single player DLC for Mass Effect Andromeda. And they're only going to be focusing on the multiplayer, but who knows for how long, because they're dissolving the studio.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that the level
I thought it was
they'll
all
be
cancelled.
holding- Well, what they'll be doing is they'll be maintaining the server.
Yeah, they're maintaining the servers, and they have a few. Basically, from what I've heard, it's just kind of an arena horde mode little thing.
Yeah.
Like it's barely anything. But yeah, this lines up with the reports from Kotaku, which claim that the series was essentially axed.
Yeah.
And that's pretty much
Well,
where we're
honestly, they should have never made Andromeda.
Yeah, I think it was a critical mistake by
Yeah.
the studio,
at. Yeah.
and I think they knew it.
They knew
you
it.
know,
It
18
was
months.
set up to fail as well.
Yeah.
We've talked about this before.
Yeah.
This was an assassination of the series, and they could have just put it to rest without
An
this.
assassination of the series or the developers?
Both.
Well, and actually, kind of what George has said does ring true about a statement that they've put out recently. So, an update from EA, what they claim is that Andromeda got more criticism than it deserved, which was an interesting thing, and they believe that it may come back someday, but only if it feels fresh and relevant. So honestly, I think they didn't think the series felt fresh and relevant, so they just put it off to like a different development
they
team
were
that's
like,
smaller,
why?
and then they're like, oh, this game, we thought it was great, but apparently people didn't like it. Yeah, because you put your B team on it. Like,
Yeah.
it's Mass Effect. Yeah, like, B-C team, like...
Which is like, it's not like, oh, how dare the C team work on it. It's just like, they were not even given the right resources to make a solid game. And the people who say it was a solid game is you are kidding yourself. You are a fanboy.
You like everything.
It is a half game.
Yeah.
And like, I'm sure there was wonderful little like slips of wonderful in there, but overall it was just a shit show.
It's not anything
Yeah.
compared to the other Mass Effects.
Exactly.
And I think BioWare really wants to focus on their other properties.
So what was more disappointing? Mass Effect Andromeda as a whole, or the ending of Mass Effect 3?
Before they patched it, or after they patched it?
And
I don't even know.
Andromeda still?
What was the?
I don't know.
What was
People
before
weren't
the patch?
expecting as much from Andromeda as they were from Mass Effect 3, though. They're expecting a lot from the finale of Mass Effect 3, the end of the trilogy, than they
Yeah.
were from the
That's
thing
fair.
made by the big LC studio.
What was it before the patch? Because I played like 3 years after.
Oh, okay. Before
Mass
the
Effect
patch,
3
it was...
spoilers.
Yeah,
Like-
spoiler alert for Mass Effect 3.
Basically the ending was nearly the same, but had like a different colored background, and it didn't like take into account like a lot of the stuff that you did in the previous games. It just, the stuff leading up to the final moment was what affected it, and the only way to get like a perfect ending was to
Be perfect.
Well, yeah, just to do everything perfectly. So even like all of the other endings were just kind of what you did in the last thing. But if you did everything absolutely perfectly, and like one of the ways to like metagame it was to use that little app that they released, and that got you more resources that you could do, so you
And
got
that
a
app
better
had
ending.
ads on it.
And it's like, yeah, it's like, I don't know 100% because I never played it. I was just kind of secondhand, my friend telling me as he was doing it. And so I was just like, oh, well, this sounds kind of shitty. And he's like, yeah, it kind of is.
Oh no.
It just made it really hard to have a good ending.
Yeah, exactly.
And it's kind of like a fizzle.
Like, I feel like they didn't want to do a Mass Effect game, but they knew the fans wanted it, so what's the best way to destroy the fans' confidence in the series? Make it bad so they don't ask for another one, then kill off the studio.
That's fair enough. I can't wait until Dragon Age 4 comes out.
Okay. I don't think it was an assassination. I think it was a public execution.
Yeah, that's straight up, yeah.
Straight up, they're just like, haha.
Yeah.
Yes. Sure.
You haven't suffered enough, Shepard.
We've been through enough.
So guys, Nintendo wouldn't dick us around another time, right? They
No,
wouldn't
never.
do that. They
They've
wouldn't do
learned
that
their
to us.
lesson.
They've learned their lesson. Oh no. So the first round of pre-orders for the SNES Classic, guess what? They've sold out. Sites went down. There wasn't enough to meet the demand. Shock horror.
We
So-
know this. This is Nintendo's marketing strategy.
We
Yeah.
predicted this.
Yeah.
Here's the thing, Nintendo, all they're doing is feeding scalpers. Like, that's all they're doing at this point. GameStop, they had a very limited amount of physical pre-orders besides the ones on their website. Some people reported about 8. Some guy showed up who was 7th in line. The only other ones that you can get besides those are bundles that they're selling that have, like, third-party controllers with them and stuff. So they're selling TAP with them in, like, $150 bundles so that they can get rid of it. Also, ThinkGeek has bundles for them for $130 up to $330.
Oh
my god!
Somebody's only way of getting this console is by paying for a $330 bundle that comes with like a Zelda decal poster, thing.
God.
Like it's like a canvas poster, like a huge canvas.
Is that the only other thing?
$200.
That's the only other thing with a $330
That's
bundle.
pathetic.
Yeah, it's ridiculous, and like that's like Nintendo is playing right into these people's hands. This is not good business practice,
No,
and Nintendo is endorsing this. Like,
And it's like, the first time you're like, oh yeah, Nintendo usually like short stocks things, but like especially with like amiibos in America, but it's never usually been that bad. But this time,
I don't know. Some
after
Americans trying to
your-
get amiibos might disagree, but
Yeah.
it's
after
really bad.
after the NES, they should have learned, and like they should have seen what happened,
think
and
they
been like,
learned.
this is not consumer friendly, because it's always been their strategy to understand.
I feel like the same argument was made after the Wii U, after the Wii.
Yeah.
This every single time.
People are still struggling to get their hands on Switches.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They've made a console since then. They have another one for pre-order.
Yeah.
Guys.
For the SNES Classic, for GameStop, the next time that you can pre-order, not get your hands on, the next time you can pre-order it is September 19th. That's when their next pre-order round is going for them to get their next stock in.
Oh my god.
This is only being run until the end of this year.
Yeah.
And, like, I know what they're trying to do. They're trying to make artificial scarcity, but it's like I'm going to call them out
they've
every
gone
time.
too far.
It's a shitty business practice.
And it's
Like,
it is a good business practice, actually,
Well,
but it's
yeah.
not consumer friendly. And
It's
the
not.
level that they've pushed it makes it no longer a good business practice.
Yeah.
I think it's gonna bite. No one's gonna buy Nintendo eventually.
Well, that's the thing. Is like it used to be like 20 to each store sort of situation, but now it's 8. That's ridiculous.
That's ridiculous.
And then the 20 to each store was for pre-orders, and then not for pre-orders. It
well,
was
it's
for
Yeah.
remember when
and you pre-order.
GameStop did the thing where you get a raffle to be able to pre-order
Yeah.
your NES Classic?
Oh
Like-
god, wild.
Ugh. It's just bad.
But just, like, as much as I do like going into the store at my local ED Games, I really like the people that work there. But, like, we should just end them all.
Yeah, like...
Game stores need to die.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's, like, and they are dying. That's the problem. They're still just scrambling for...
But what are the console players going to do?
Well, buy it from Big W where it's cheaper.
That's fair.
Literally buy it from everywhere else.
Trading my phone.
And Kmart.
Why not JB Hi-Fi?
Pretty sure it's more expensive.
No, they're the same price.
The sooner physical game
Jake
stores
had a
die,
price
the
match,
larger
yeah.
the larger the hard drive space will be on the new consoles due to
Yeah.
necessity.
That's
Or
true.
they'll sell you bundles that have extra packaging,
Well,
but it won't
actually
be
no,
as much
don't
as
all the
the...
consoles install the games on their hard drives anyway,
Yeah.
so it doesn't matter.
Well, yeah, exactly. But they have, like, relatively... Like, a terabyte is starting to come out, which is good, but you have to pay extra for
But
the
yeah, but
actual,
it's, for a PlayStation, it's really not that much more than...
I should just replace mine with a terabyte one.
Yeah,
I've
you
got
can
a
just swap
500
them
gig
out,
one.
Like, it's,
I just delete my games once I'm done playing
I've
them.
got 500 gigs or something, I can't hold enough games to play.
I just delete them.
Yeah,
Like,
exactly.
there's a small part of me thinking that they put junk files in them just to make more, like more space, so you have to buy a bigger
I would have put it
console.
past them though.
This is
No,
Xbox,
it
so wouldn't it? Isn't it?
This is, from my experience, Xbox.
Yeah, I've noticed Xbox has really shitty storage.
I feel like they're digging us.
PlayStation, I've never had a problem with, and
Yeah,
I've had like 3
I
PlayStations.
don't have a PS4, but the PS3 you've never had a problem with
Yeah.
storage. But
and I
then
played
again,
like 40 games on it.
I don't know how much. Me and my brother are disc buyers,
Yeah.
so I don't know how much it actually
Yeah.
stores.
Yeah, no, it's hard.
Yeah.
Um,
I'm always gonna prefer PlayStation over Xbox. It's just, it was my first of the two.
also aesthetically,
Yeah.
I like PlayStation.
I
I'm
know
not
that
really
the
into
Xbox
customizing
What
myself.
do you mean you don't want a VCR?
Last little thing is, Overwatch. There's been
There's been no Overwatch
I want
news.
a little thing.
Yeah, there's been a
So
multiple.
here's the thing.
So like where are we going first? Because
Yeah.
there's a whole fucking mess.
Let's start with the big stuff. Junkertown.
Junkertown. Oh my god, there's multiple critiques here. I'm excited.
Yeah.
Full context. We have a map in Australia, finally.
Yeah.
We're back.
Excited for the
Junkertown,
Australian
and it's
map.
great.
Excited.
Excited that it
the
wasn't
little
lush
cinematic they
green
made was
Sydney.
great.
Okay, the thing about the cinematic,
Yeah.
literally opened it up, thought it was a fan's SFM.
Yeah, so did I!
Yeah. You know what? They used the game model,
Yeah,
which
did.
they have not. They used a different renderer. Also, they used literal lines from the game.
Yeah, they did.
Which, it was exactly the same.
Yeah, it
Yeah.
dropped off.
It felt really off compared to every other cinematic.
Overwatch, you dropped it, but you picked it up again with
Um,
the cinematic.
But
Yeah.
the thing is,
Oh.
this is the only cinematic we've ever got for a
A map.
map.
Yeah.
So it's
like, okay,
it's okay to be cheaper.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What they did was they actually just did a little fly through.
Yeah.
And it's the actual team that's building it, not the cinematic team. They were busy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
They were busy.
do like getting more context
Yeah.
for a payload because I didn't like finding out that you're blowing up Omnics in London.
Yeah.
No. Yeah.
Yeah.
Because I was playing Zenyatta and I realised that. I'm like, oh, I'm a terrible person. I'm I'm sorry, Zach.
Yeah, it's like, what is happening?
I'm a terrible robot.
Yeah. But I'm excited. It looks fun. It looks cool. It looks
It does.
funky
it's
and
so
fresh.
goblin-y for those who play WoW.
Yeah,
It is
does,
actually confirmed. It is some of the team that designed the Goblin did transfer over.
Oh,
So I did a little
I
bit of
wonder if
stalking.
it's an asset flip.
No.
they have
Blizzard wouldn't do that.
No. But it is confirmed some of the team for the concepts of it.
It doesn't
Yeah.
surprise me at all.
But it looks really cool. It looks Australian.
Yeah.
Which I was surprised. The thing is, it's more obvious that more and more obvious every fucking day that they are not Australians.
Yeah.
We're weird people. Yeah.
Yeah, but it's not that hard to pick up a phone and say
No,
g'day.
Australians.
Yeah, because
What do you call takeout there? You call it takeaway? Okay, we
Yeah.
should rectify
let's be
that.
honest, Jeff Kaplan has himself on speed dial.
But also just ask someone if your wording is gonna be racist.
Yeah.
And is not gonna reflect the proper Australian history. I
Yeah.
was thinking about this last night. Why doesn't Junkrat ever say Eureka?
That's
That was a
I think that it's pretty
Wait, does he?
indicative.
He never
Wait,
says
he had a
Eureka.
voice
No.
line or something.
He doesn't, because that would be amazing, because we had a
Yeah.
gold rush here, and then I was thinking, okay, and also can't they have like
I
the
spent nearly a
digger?
year studying that goddamn gold rush. Where's my Eureka line?
Yeah, exactly. Can you just Google Australian history and then be like, oh, we've made heaps of mistakes here. Heaps of
Some
mistakes.
pretty big ones.
Yeah, especially, so, does
think
anyone want to
the whole
explain what
thing-
happened?
You can explain it.
Okay, so, they have the cinematic, which is the plan, which is adorable.
Yeah.
It's cheap, adorable. Then the, fly-through of the map
Yeah.
has a couple of lines
From the Junker Queen.
from the Junker
That's her
Queen.
name?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I have a point about her. If
Yeah.
she's not wearing a tradie outfit, I'm
Yeah.
quitting
also,
Overwatch for
if she's not Aboriginal,
it's
die.
yeah, literally quit.
Jeff
No,
Kaplan resigns.
because okay, so I don't know if anyone that's not Australian listens to this.
Yeah. We actually do. We have a wings guy.
Oh, nice.
He follows us on Instagram.
So there's a line she says they thought they could take our land.
Yeah.
Also, our past lives were a dream. Both of these are very problematic for Australia.
Yes.
The history of Australia is genocide against Aboriginal people, and there is no way we can get around
And
that.
their whole, like, the dream time is their sort of religion style thing.
Yeah, it's a
And
very...
it's still a very strong and active belief
Yeah.
system that you need to respect.
we need to respect it.
Yeah.
And also, and like... If she's not Aboriginal, I don't think that... But there were so many different ways you could have said
And,
this.
yeah, and the thing is, I think it's very much, these are Americans that deny their genocide history that
Yeah.
have made that. And that's not necessarily
thing-
their fault. I know that their education system just hides it horribly.
But
But, you know,
they...
it happens.
But the opposite hides it very well.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Well, yeah, exactly.
Yeah, but it's even more disappointing that even in Australia, we don't get much education
No, we
about that
don't.
either, but also it's not being heard in different countries as well, what has happened in our country, and
Because
it
you
just...
have to seek out that education yourself.
You definitely do, and it's just, we still have people, Aboriginal and Torres Strait Islanders are still struggling in our country because of this, and it just Google, just Google it, literally,
Pauline Hanson.
no, just
She
like,
is a demon.
literally,
Keep that in.
you could literally call, like, just look up information and call someone. There's got to be Aboriginal education just for
Yeah,
cultural
just
sensitivity.
Like, DM me, I'll direct you to someone.
Yeah.
I think the biggest thing is, it's not that they made the mistakes, it's that every other time they've released something from a different culture to theirs,
Yeah.
they've put so much time into researching it.
yeah, it's
Well,
a little bit
hopefully.
offensive.
Well,
Yeah.
they definitely
Yeah,
have,
okay.
because they got so many things right
Okay.
everywhere.
It really worried me when that happened because I'm like, what are they getting wrong about other countries if this is something so
Yeah,
crucial they've got
that's
some
my
wrong with?
fault.
No, they got everything right as far as I'm aware.
Well,
I feel
there was a
mildly
symmetric
confident.
skin that is a little bit.
Oh, the
kind of
Hindu
not
one.
happy
Yeah.
about that,
Right.
but yeah,
The
it's,
goddess is one?
Yeah.
the goddess is one.
Which-
But it's not quite too bad, but obviously I'm not one to
Yeah.
determine.
We
whether
can't
it's bad or
judge
not.
that.
Yeah, exactly.
From what I've heard, one of them is okay and the other one is not.
Okay.
Is it the Kali one that's not okay?
I believe so.
Yeah,
Because
because
it's the colouring. They're recolors, but one of them, the colouring is not okay because it's accurate to the goddess. And the other one is just sort of like, hey. From
Yeah.
what I've heard.
Yeah, it was just really upsetting because like I have been. If you follow me on Twitter, you know I'm very active making fun of Overwatch for getting Australia so wrong.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like the Outback, out in the Outback, and it's like
Yeah.
how big is the Outback? I'm just imagining this town sort of next to like Alice Spring, and Alice Spring's like, what the fuck is over there? Like,
Yeah.
I just imagine people in Sydney being like those poor cunts up north. Oh,
That's what
fucking-
they're like anyway.
Yeah, literally, like, and also, a lot of places in the Outback, is where they have shoved people, misplaced
Yeah.
Aboriginal people.
Yeah.
So it's even worse.
It
Like,
is a... Yeah.
There's, like, a lot of cultural stepping around you have to do in Australia, and it
yeah,
would just...
just for any...
If you want your Mad Max fantasy, put it
Yeah.
in Victoria.
Yeah, just for any, like, Americans, just consider what... the way that there's many different sort of tribes of Native Americans,
Yeah.
that's the same situation. It's very similar.
It's very...
I
Yes.
get it too.
Yeah.
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 Well,
Can I just quickly say
Mm.
that it was an honest mistake?
It was a
And
mistake.
having said this information is difficult to find.
Yeah.
Even
it's-
for us. It is
Yeah.
still
It's
annoying
difficult to find if you're not looking, but
If
you
you're not
look,
looking. I just feel like there
yeah.
are things you can call and just be like,
Yeah.
hey, I'm
Yeah.
I'm researching for a video
it's
game.
just because of those specific words. It's
Yeah.
like it would have been okay without those words.
Yeah, it was just it was insensitive because you know it wasn't done on purpose, and
Yeah.
that's what hurts kind of more, that you didn't put in time.
Yeah.
You know.
I
Also,
think the thing,
not apologizing for that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I think the thing also, not to rationalize it, but like with places like England, with places like Australia, it's really easy to go, oh, they're super Americanized countries. They're just,
Yeah.
we don't need to do that much research because we know essentially what they're like. Because
Yeah, they
Yes.
I think they definitely, there was an
It's
assumption
easy
that
to-
they,
That's
that we are
kind of what I was
just
getting at before.
Crocodile Dundee versions
Yeah.
of them.
And it's if you're gonna take steps to be sensitive to Farah and her background, you have to be. Also, just give us an Aboriginal hero, or just
Like
say that
Justin
Junkrat.
Quinn.
Even if Junkrat comes about
Junkrat
as
would
like
definitely
Well,
is
have
biracial.
Well, definitely.
like it's.
I know a lot of blonde Aboriginals.
I know like there was an
Yeah.
Aboriginal team with a fucking ranger.
Yeah.
As a and they were like. He's like, yeah, my mum's Aboriginal. I just came out this way. Like,
I woke up
Yeah.
like this.
it's
Yeah.
a progressive gene.
They're
Yeah.
diverse people. Though.
and like they have to be
Yeah.
because of
Because it's the research, we'll find out why we don't
Just
get
we
it.
have the stolen generation by.
yeah. But I don't want to talk about this. But yeah, no. But other than that, thank you for adding us to your
Yeah, I'm
news.
excited that Australia does get a map now.
Yeah.
We already had a map.
Well, the Sydney one doesn't count because it doesn't look
Also,
like it.
is Sydney in the future look like that and Junkertown looks completely different? Because that's funny. That's
Yeah.
hilarious. That's exactly what I wanted, Jeff. So
Yeah.
thank you.
Sydney has never and will never be that lush.
Oh yeah, that was so pretty. I was expecting some guy to come up next to your thing and piss.
Yeah.
Like being like Lucio. Or some fucking rubbish as you're bouncing around. Yeah, streakers.
A lot of the time they get away with that stuff because particularly Jeff goes up and he's like, well, it's an idealistic world. It's what we hope the world will be like in the future kind of thing, besides all the problems. That are
We don't have the climate in Sydney for that. That's a Queensland place. It's too low in Australia.
Yeah.
Where Brisbane doesn't exist.
I think it's closer to Cairns.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Alright, so
That took a while.
that did
Wait,
take
we
a
gotta talk
while.
about
Oh, we're going to talk about every other
yes. Yes,
That
Overwatch.
was just jumped down.
Yeah.
No, well, that's relevant to us, and it's
Yeah.
okay
Yeah,
to be
that's-
like,
Yeah.
explain that a
We'll
little
talk
bit.
about the Mercy, and then will we wait and then do Gamescom?
I think we should talk
Yeah.
about May's animatic and how funny the difference was.
But I think we'll talk about that in the Gamescom section.
Yeah, we will.
Oh,
Yeah.
was it? It was in Gamescom.
Yeah, it was
okay.
revealed next
So are
Mercy
we
stuff.
doing Mercy?
Yeah.
Okay, Mercy stuff.
So Mercy's been nerfed, and it's biphobic in my opinion.
Let's just let this one out.
Yeah. Georgia does not like the changes. I actually think Mercy is really OP now.
You
I
understand
I like
though.
it.
She's an actual god now.
Yeah.
Well, my problem is a lot of the time, and I was playing Quick Play the other day, and I typically don't. And when you're in competitive, it is different, and your team generally will stay on the payload, except for the Genjis.
That's her job.
It is not.
You-
But there's just, I'm alone on the payload, I'm alone on the point, I'm alone holding overtime, and the only way that I'm able to stay alive for very long is to mass res my team again. Because I'm faster than them, except Tracer, who will zoom in there and I latch. But this is the problem that I have with the nerf. No mass res on ult. I think that they could have just kept the mass res on the ult, and that would be that's fine.
At least do it, yeah. Because didn't have one
The main
cover.
thing that they changed was the fact that she has a new ult, which is really
But
good.
the
ult.
mass res is so essential to the way that I play Mercy, and a lot of other people, like, finally Mercies can't come and hide, but Reapers do that, McCrees do that, and
Everyone
they don't
does.
participate.
Sure.
I-
The number of videos I've seen where it is people playing Mercy, not proper competitively, but they're literally just like, gotta wait for that team res, It's switching up the game style, which I think is something that every character
I think
needs
it's
to
too
mention.
much,
though.
No,
I think
it's great. I think
Mercy is
one-
the first of a
what is it?
lot.
It's
I
one,
hope
it's
so.
one res every 30 seconds.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But that
I
is-
feel like that is gonna keep things pretty steady.
My problem with that is that I'm not going to be able to get, when I'm not in an ult, I'm not going to be able to get all the way over the other side of the map to res a Tracer, and I never will, because, but then I get berated, because I haven't resed a Tracer, and I always say to them, I will not single res somebody. That's not what I do, unless it's the tank or someone who's actually vital. But
if they're over the other side of the map, they're not going to expect you to fly.
No, yes, they will.
They do.
You don't
Have you played
understand.
Overwatch before?
You don't understand. It is expected of me to be everywhere and pocketing every single person.
But
And now they'll be like, well, you can just res me. And I'm like, no, I can't. I need to save my 30-second res for the tank because he's going to go down.
Yeah.
And then I don't have time to type and explain. Or half the people aren't in the Steam.
But
the
then
chat.
again, if they're over the other end of the map, it's the exact same problem you would have if you have a mass res. Like they're like,
Well, no,
why
because,
can't you
and I
fly
don't
over
mean,
a mass
I don't
res?
mean
Yeah,
the
that's
full
true.
extent of the map. I mean just outside of my need to leave the tank because it's like I'm healing this person actively. I can't shoot over to you and do that. But when it's a mass res, I can do like a 3 res on them.
What's that payload map? Dorado, I want to say?
In Mexico? The Spanish one?
Yeah, Dorado.
Yeah, totally.
That first bend. So, say you were just up at the bend, at the bridge.
Yeah,
You were
where the
there,
pinata is.
And then say trace yourself maybe just up and around in that courtyard area. You wouldn't go that far?
No,
that's
not for a
fair.
tracer.
No, that's fair.
But they will get mad. And then
Yeah, they sum it up.
once
But everyone can.
once one person spams the I need healing, it just becomes this is a bad healer. And I'm like, okay. And my problem is nobody will respect that the Mercy has changed. Not a single person.
No, it's going to be a problem.
But also, one thing that Jeff Kaplan said, which I completely agree with, is Mercy's ult can completely negate another person's ult, and that feels really shitty.
but
like, can
also-
imagine if you got an almost team
okay,
kill with,
yes.
with a Farah, and then they just resurrect the entire
Yes,
thing they just
but
killed.
a lot of the times,
Well,
a lot of the times, for instance, the Death Blossom, I have done a 5 res, and then someone has jumped in and Death Blossomed.
yeah.
So it's the exact same happening to me as
yeah.
well.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
why
I'll
does
look at
Reaper
that.
get to do it?
Moving away from the Mercy mains. Are we going to see a rise in, say, Zenyatta, perhaps?
No, this is my argument. It's ruined every other healer. Like, what's the point? She is the quintessential healer. She always
Why would
has
you
been.
play
Yeah.
anybody other
Why?
than
If I go
Mercy?
on and pick a fucking Zenyatta now, I will get
Yeah,
berated.
people will
If
get
you
mad at you.
Also, you've made literally made Anna obsolete. There's no
Yeah.
fucking point. She has no mobility. She heals weaker than anyone else.
Yeah.
You have to point at her. You can't do damage and heal at the same time
No.
like you can with any
Yeah.
other healer.
Mercy's new ult is a better Orisa ult with also, imagine it can do healing as well and flick between
No,
them.
you can't boost people, you need to heal people. If you're using your ult, you're healing people.
Yeah, but like, if imagine everybody's healed, you can damage
No.
boost everyone.
There's never a time when everybody is always at full health. You don't understand how to play a
Okay,
healer.
I know, but also there's the option, and also,
Yeah.
if you want to shoot people, her bullets do as much as a full damage Roadhog bullet at the moment.
During the
It's-
ult, which how long is the ult?
10 seconds?
It's no more than 20.
I think it's about 20 seconds, yeah. Which,
pretty good.
It is good,
Like the
but the Mercy's job is to heal.
Yeah.
yeah. But
And
it's
I don't want Mercy to be moved out of healing.
I don't
Well,
think
no,
she ever
she-
will.
she never
I think
will.
it's made her a better healer.
I know. I don't think so though, because I think that there will be a lot of more people stealing Mercy and not healing. And it's like, please, if you can't
Well,
heal...
finally another
this
job.
won't convert anybody to Battle Mercy.
Yes, it will. You literally, like, I might play Mercy now.
I want to see Battle Mercy, and I want to see other healers.
You can be a Battle Mercy and still heal if you are good. If you can't do it, then you're not a good enough healer yet. No, that's just the real talk. Like,
Yeah.
don't be a Battle Mercy unless you can maintain your team's health, because you are
Yeah.
the healer.
Yeah.
And you are, definitely I would say Mercy is the main healer.
She is, but she's got like she has more now
Yeah.
than the others, and it's not fair on any other
it's
support.
not. And I definitely
I just feel
agree
a lot
that
of
you're
people-
gonna get
so much-
berated for
Yeah, they'd be
playing
like, "Why the
Zenyatta."
fuck aren't you Mercy, Lucio?" And it's like, I want environment. Like the only reason you play Lucio environmental kills. The only reason you play Zenyatta is because you need a sniper.
I usually play for point control, but
I like
true.
the Lucio. I like to tell people, like, can someone go Lucio? I'm gonna pocket the tank.
Yeah.
Because that's nice, and then I'll top people up. But you know, I'm for the
Yeah,
tank.
but you've made because Anna got a nerf when she first came out. She was really good, and then she got a nerf, and everyone's like, maybe not play her. And now it's like, what's even the fucking point of Grandma?
I just
Just
realised
kill
something.
Grandma.
I just realized something. Mercy in 3v3s? I don't, like, if
There's
it wasn't
no way.
already a must pick,
Yeah.
it is definitely a must pick.
Yeah,
Like,
no.
If you get off that ult, you are killing the other team.
Yeah, I'm not denying that this is a massive buff.
Yeah.
but you
I
just
don't
use
like
nerf.
it though. It's a nerf for true mercies.
Yeah.
Like it's a nerf for healing.
I don't think it's enough. I think it's just a new playstyle.
I don't
You
think
can't really.
it should have started.
At this point.
I don't think it
Wait
should have
until-
started with mercy.
Yeah, no, it was weird that they used
They
the
needed
healer.
to bring.
They should have done the Diva one first.
Yeah, they should
Because
have.
Diva needs a...
It's coming at the same time, I think, but still, I think they should have brought a
No, I
Zenyatta
can
buff.
understand.
Zendaya...
I can- Maybe not necessarily first, but definitely a healer would be first.
Yeah.
Because then they would be able to say they do a healer and then they move on to tanks. That makes sense because the healers need to keep up with the tanks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think they should heal... they should buff Zenyatta and Anna next.
Buffing
Give
Zenyatta
me
would have
that
been
Zenyatta
smarter.
buff. Oh my god.
Oh my
It
god.
would have been smarter.
It would have been smarter because there's hardly any Zen mains out there.
Well, okay, maybe not buff, but like I said.
Well,
it's a
he needed a buff.
But it's a change in playstyle.
Yeah, it's literally a change in
I think that's
playstyle.
the biggest thing. We can't give any solid answers at this point.
Yeah.
If you take
especially
mercy away
since-
from me, I will block you.
Especially since they're still balancing it in the PTR. Like, the
Yeah.
PTR isn't final, but, like, this is the framework of what's going in. They're going to change the level so that it's on the same level as everybody else in the PTR.
Yeah.
But also, it's, like, if people don't like the rework, it's what's going to happen every time that anything
Well,
gets reworked.
if they really care, they'll take Doomfist out of the game.
Yeah. Also, is this just a
After all this
reaction
time,
to
we're like,
Doomfist?
Doomfist, yeah.
No,
Because
no.
my healing has suffered because I need to run away from them because no tank, and the tank will be like, oh, he's just a little nuisance. I'm like, I am dead.
He's
Yeah.
not a nuisance, he hits through your shield.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I have died because you've ignored him. Just PTA, PSA, whatever, to the tanks. Please kill him.
Also, you ruined Total Mayhem for everyone.
yes, no one.
No one wants to play Total Mayhem, and then every time anyone gets it on Mystery Heroes, they fucking just go in and die because no one knows how to play him.
You know what? just because of Overwatch, we've actually made up the normal time that we have for a news segment. So that's great.
We told you we would.
Yeah. Well, that's the end of it.
Time for stuff I wanted to bring up.
Yeah.
Because there is more Blizzard-related news.
Well, no, we're doing it in Gamescom.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Talk about it.
We will.
Okay.
Don't worry, we will.
Don't worry. I have things as well. So here's the order that things went at Gamescom.
What's
so,
your stuff?
so it started on the 22nd, I believe. Xbox did some of their stuff a little bit earlier, so it's hard to get the dates for some of these, but I've grouped them up into what they are. This might not necessarily be the order that they came out, but it's
We're not an official
Yeah.
news
Alright,
station.
Yeah.
Don't
Alright.
be ridiculous.
Let's do it. So, Xbox One X pre-orders are now live, so if you want to pre-order Xbox One X, you
So
can do that.
exciting.
I'll be doing that.
Yeah, I love
And
Xbox.
I'll
What
be
a
getting
great
the 500
announcement.
gigabyte version, because that's a viable option.
Yeah.
So you just want to load it up and then shut it down again?
Yeah, I want to play Final Fantasy 15 and that's it.
Oh, yeah, fair enough.
That's it.
Middle-earth Shadow of War, they had a new trailer for that, which it had dubstep. Is there anything less Tolkien than dubstep? I don't think so.
Do you think Tolkien would
It's
like...
called loot boxes.
No. I don't think Tolkien would like dubstep.
No. What if he's like, elves would really dig dubstep? Can you think of the elf culture? Elf fans just
Actually-
losing their shit because they love dubstep.
Actually,
Elves
I
are so
think they would.
jazzy, though.
I
Can
think
we
they
kill...
would.
Okay, no offense, I want to play a dubstep playing elf bard.
Oh my god.
Okay.
Oh, that's
Don't kill Surrender though.
No, but
I'm already
I
multi-classing
can't
into
do
Bard.
Yeah.
Okay, Assassin's Creed Origin got a new trailer. Who cares?
I love
No,
it.
you don't.
No, shut up, I do. And I was kind of disappointed because I don't like their Dark Souls gameplay moving on.
Yeah. Sea of Thieves is announced to be cross-platform between Xbox and PC. Pretty cool. Sea of Thieves looks cool. You can eat a whole banana in one go.
PlayStation, why are you doing this?
Yeah, Sony suck it.
Yep.
It's
Age of Empires 2 and 3 are getting a remaster.
And
Can I do a
Age of Empires 4
Yes.
is going to be released, and I am so excited. Oh my god. Also, why is Age of Empires 2 getting a remaster? Because they already have a HD version out, and I've already bought that.
That's a
Never!
good point.
They will never give it to you!
Age of Mythology was a great game, arguably better than Age of Empires.
Not Age of Empires 2.
Maybe not two.
Like they've done 2 and 3, so maybe it's next.
I want it. I want to play my HD Flying Hippo.
I will play it. I've never played it before.
It's good.
Ooh.
It's good.
I hate RTS games, so I don't care.
Age of Empires 2 HD edition is my fun game. It's the game that I play for myself.
Okay.
As well as Overwatch.
Yeah. That's cool. So that was everything from Xbox. Next one's a Nintendo. They announced
Microsoft.
Yeah.
That's everything from Microsoft. Sorry, what did I say?
Xbox.
Oh, well, yeah,
And
Microsoft.
look, I'm not buying an Xbox.
Let's get on
Microbox.
Yeah, well,
A SNES 3DS is coming out. So
Yeah,
it's
like
the
a
Super
themed
Famicom.
one.
Yeah, it's like the Super Famicom one that came out like a month ago in Japan. It's coming
It's
out
just a limited
October
run.
13th. Yeah, it's just a limited run. It
It-
looks like a SNES.
Wait, is it an official limited run or an artificial limited run?
no, it's
That's
an
a good
official.
question.
It's,
Okay.
it's official limited run. It'll be the same as all the special 3DSs.
Yeah,
They are not hard to get, and you will be able to get them.
Nintendo-
But
in Australia.
in Australia, that is.
Oh, also, sorry, it's only been announced for Europe so far.
That's us too, though.
But it's...
Is that?
I guess so.
To
Usually they kind of...
Nintendo, we are.
It's,
Oh, so just
And Eurovision.
Yeah,
Yeah.
not America, not Japan.
yeah.
Asia.
But like
Yeah.
it's
well,
it's
they call
implied.
Asia Japan.
And it's implied it'll be coming.
Isn't that a bit of a...
It's terrible.
Yeah.
Isn't that a little bit indicative of the history?
Yeah.
It's like, we're getting into the dark part of the history
Yeah,
on the
we
show.
Rocket League cars, they're coming out with Mario and Samus cars
Yeah, well,
in Rocket League.
That was pretty safe to assume. It was kind of like an oddball being on the Switch, but yeah, that's happening.
Yeah, they're
That's
releasing
cute.
the special little stuff, like the
Yeah.
Zelda stuff for Skyrim.
And Rocket League is not strange to that.
Yeah.
Like they've done that sort of thing before.
League is actually a really good game.
Yeah.
To Nintendo.
Oh, yeah.
It's cute. It's cute, and they already
Does
have
the
other little
Samus
special
got
things.
roll up?
Brand. No,
Oh,
it's not.
that would be
It's just
amazing.
got the I don't
The
know
helmet?
I don't know what the name of the suit is, but it's the.
Is it a Metroid suit? I don't play Metroid.
No.
The
It's
Samus
just
suit.
an exo suit.
Yeah, it's something. It's It's
doesn't
the
matter.
standard orange suit with the
You know.
visor. Yeah.
The Samus is a boy suit.
Yeah. And then she takes. Yeah.
Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon. You can pre-order it now.
Yep.
Yeah.
We could do that already.
For Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon.
Do you mean to the older games or between Sun and Moon?
Between Sun and Moon.
They're just stronger.
Coloring of clothes and the animals you get.
And how much are you paying for Ultra Sun / Moon?
$60. Yeah. They
There's
like
a new
to do that
story,
for-
but from Sun and Moon to Ultra Sun and Moon. There's a new story. There's
Oh, yeah.
It's,
You're a new player.
You see, it's the mindset of it's okay if Nintendo does it, and that's the mindset we live in.
That's a very problematic
Well,
mindset.
it
I think
is.
we've already decided that.
Yeah.
And I'm super not a fan of the third releases of a generation of Pokemon, where it's like Ruby, Sapphire, and then Emerald, which I feel like
Emerald was a better game.
It was better, but it didn't tack on enough for it to be a separate release,
It
in
just
my
kind of-
opinion.
Do
But
you
Black
know what-
2,
Do you know what
Yeah.
a
compared to
Pokemon
Black
game
1?
was? Uranium.
oh god. But like, if you can think about it in that sense, that's what
Yeah,
it is.
I don't care about the story. And Sun and
Yeah.
Moon, I didn't play the end game. I don't think I'll play this game. I do
I'm
not
gonna
see
get it. I
Yeah.
always do. I just
Yeah,
do.
I'm definitely gonna get it. It's just
This is the
It's
only
gonna be a
Pokemon game.
pain to transfer my Pokemon over.
Yeah, this is the first Pokemon game where I'm just like, maybe I won't get it. Which is really upsetting.
Yeah.
It means I'm growing older, or also they're losing their charm.
Well, they are. Definitely, I think they are losing their charm a little, but that's different topic.
A Pokemon game that I'm definitely going to get. So they've announced physical versions of Pokemon Gold and Silver for the eStore. So they're releasing them for the eStore like they did for...
What? Physical versions for the eStore?
Yes, so they come in boxes. In the box is just a
Oh,
download
okay.
code.
Aw.
But it's
But you
it
get a
comes in...
box.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's like... It's the old classic ones, but it's got a 3DS on the side instead of Game Boy. It
That's
looks
so
really nice. I love it. It's
a
very
cute little
nostalgic.
collector's thing.
And honestly, please Nintendo, when does Crystal? Give me Crystal. Crystal is so much better than Gold and Silver,
Yeah.
as we're talking about with the third version.
You said that
I'm still excited.
when Red and stuff came out, you were like, "Where is Gold and Silver?"
Yeah, I did. It's my ultimate, just nostalgia. Anyway, there's been an update for Splatoon. They've
Yeah,
added
I
some
can
new
talk
little
about it.
maps.
So they didn't add multiple maps. They added
Awesome.
a new
Hey,
map.
map.
It's a marina. It's on a ship, which looks fun. It looks like a cool little course. But then they also have a bubble wand as a new weapon where you shoot a bubble and it goes out, and then you shoot it with your paint gun, and then it explodes paint everywhere. So that's cool.
That's a cool mechanic.
But if the enemy kills it, it doesn't do anything.
Oh, okay.
So you have to
Oh,
make
that's
sure that
good.
you get it. Otherwise, the enemy's not going to kill themselves.
They gotta counter your ult.
Yeah.
And we have a new Salmon Run map as well, which will be fun.
It's coming in the update, but it's not going to be the multiplayer one. It's only local multiplayer until it goes through the rotation, because that's on a rotation.
Oh, okay.
Can I
Not
just say,
that
the one thing I kind of appreciate from Nintendo is that they're still doing local multiplayer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
100%. Local multiplayer is really good, and it's a thing that Nintendo has become quite
Thrived on.
famous for.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm glad they're not abandoning that.
Yeah, definitely. An update for ARMS. They're
Yeah.
adding a new character. All of this is free DLC, by the
Lollipop.
way, both
Oh, yeah, all of
Splatoon
it.
and ARMS.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Lollipop is the new one. She's a clown. She inflates with her blocks. She's bouncy and I hate her. But she, of course, she comes with a map and it's in France. The end. There's macaroons in the map. and I
it looks like DeviantArt.
Yeah.
It does.
It looks like inflation porn.
Yeah.
At the point, I was like, okay, she's a clown, okay, and I was like, so in the middle of like, can I get over this? Because she's a cute character under the clown thing, and then she inflated, and I was like, goodbye.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I saw it and I'm just like, I've been on DeviantArt long enough that this is the new.
Yeah, no,
Yeah,
I've seen the
it's-
Powerpuff Girls episode as well.
Yeah. Well, okay, so we can just
Yeah.
Move on.
Moving on. Fire Emblem Warriors. We got a trailer for it.
Yes.
It sure is Fire Emblem. That's my takeaway from somebody that hasn't played a Fire Emblem game.
I will look at it.
It didn't look like anything revolutionary. It's just...
Fire Emblem's never gonna be
Yeah, no.
revolutionary. The best one was Awakening. But,
It's just
Fire Emblem's just a good money.
It's like, cool, it's coming out. Get excited. It's coming out October 20th, I believe.
Oh, okay. I'll buy
We,
that.
we previously didn't have a solid release date.
There sure was some swordy boys.
Yeah. Where they, like, dress too well. Like,
Yeah,
and
it's
too
just
much.
It's just a bit too much.
Yeah. It's like Nintendo Final Fantasy. You know, like,
It
it's
really
so,
is,
yeah. Like, they're in the same vein.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So that was it from Nintendo.
Can we just go, speaking of Final Fantasy,
Yeah.
like going back to this bit? No. We have to do it in that order, because this is a
Yes.
good segue.
Yeah, speaking of Final
Yes.
Fantasy.
Cool.
Final Fantasy is a PlayStation. So Sony.
Is a place what?
Is it a Sony news?
No.
Oh.
Because it's coming PC.
It's a Final Fantasy news.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Final
It was on the
Fantasy.
PC and mobile, oh my god.
Oh my god, he looks so dumb.
Is it out yet?
No, it's coming out fall.
But it is?
Yeah.
No, it's
Uh,
it's August. It's still summer, so it'll be coming out in the next 3 months.
Yeah.
And if you are listening to this and you're not busy, look up it and look at Gladiolus. He is the
Watch
big
trailer.
one
It's like the opening cinematic from the game.
Yeah.
And it is...
in Funko Pops.
It's...
Yeah, it is a bit fun.
As soon as someone
It
said
is.
Funko Pops to me,
Final Fantasy Funko Pop
ruined.
game.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that kind of ruined it for me.
I'll
kind
low-key probably still play it.
I'm going to play it because Final Fantasy is really fun. I do not know how detailed they're doing the game because Final Fantasy 15 is a big game.
Yeah.
It is
Yeah.
a huge
I'm
game.
very interested to see how they do that.
And
Yeah.
I am excited for the PC port, though.
I'm just
Yeah.
imagining it's a clicker with a couple of cowboys.
Yeah.
Now I
Just want
I
some
do not want a
cowboys.
clicker.
No, I don't want a clicker.
I think it's a battle boy.
I want an RTS.
I think it's an RTS.
Yeah.
It looked like an RTS from the trailer.
I can't
But
handle
for
a
now.
clicker right now. My wrist is like, please
Yeah.
don't touch your phone.
Yeah.
That reiterate wouldn't have helped.
No, it was a bad time.
So
I had to switch hands.
I'm a cyborg now.
Because the login arms.
Genji.
This is so this is my clicker finger.
Makes sense.
And the
Yeah.
PC version, they like showed off a thing that was like in 4K and it looks really nice.
Yeah.
Are they some
It
shiny
does.
boys?
There were some shiny boys.
Yeah.
So for some reason, this was kind of like a part of Nvidia's thing. Like
Okay.
they showed off the.
Well, I
Final
guess they're
Fantasy
showing
stuff.
the capability because Final Fantasy is notorious for not being able to run on computers after
Yeah.
Final Fantasy Online.
Yeah.
They ran it in 4K. Looked very nice in 4K.
I nearly
Those were some
killed my
nice looking
laptop
boys.
playing
There's some nice boys. I am glad the
It was
boys are getting
screaming.
the attention they are.
Yeah.
I'm
No,
glad that
yeah,
they're
because I
driving
felt like they were really downplayed in their like
in the
like, just their
actual
marketing.
release. Yeah. The only
Yeah.
reason I play it is because I've had friends who are like,
Yeah.
"You're gonna buy it." I'm like, "I guess I'm
Exactly.
gonna buy it."
If there's one thing that we needed from those boys, it's being able to see them in a high enough resolution to see the pores on their skin.
Yeah. Thank
what
God.
I
the
want.
lack thereof.
I was really worried I wouldn't be
On the consoles,
see
though.
Yeah,
the
it's
sweat, their hair
Some
flowing.
sweaty boys.
I just really want to thank the modelers for making their hair so fluffy, even though they're camping and they're boys in their early 20s.
Yeah.
I just like to imagine that, in this world, every single person's born with built-in dry shampoo.
Yeah, I feel like I can imagine my fan fictions even more HD now. No.
Like, my hair doesn't even stay that fluffy, like, for 3 hours after I've washed it. Like,
That's
it's...
a you
Okay,
problem.
That's a you.
I would like to also find out about the PC port, will we be getting Fishing with the Boys VR PC?
Yes,
That's not what I was going to bring up, but that's a good point.
Yeah,
that's
What I was going to bring up is, are we going to get the side character DLC for free? Maybe as a
Yeah.
pre-order bonus?
A pre-order
I
bonus,
would
or
love-
just lump it in
I
with the
would
price,
like-
but as a discount.
I'm just gonna put it out.
As a bundle.
I'm gonna put it out there. This is Square Enix.
I think a lumped in with the price at a small discount
Yeah.
could be it.
There's
I do not-
throw like a 20%
Marketing.
discount on the expansions, put it in a bundle, and then ship it.
Yeah.
That's what,
This was
130, 50?
Yeah.
This was before we started the podcast, so I don't know if you guys know about the augment your pre-order
Yeah.
that Square Enix pulled. They're not exactly great with this kind of stuff, but we'll see. It's all down to what they do.
And
And
I haven't played it yet,
ah,
and I want to play it on PC.
I don't know if I'll buy it on PC.
You already have it.
I already have it on PlayStation. I don't think PC is going
I have it on
to.
Xbox One, but I will buy it on PC just so I can play
Tell
the
me
DLC.
how the difference is, cause I gotta buy a season pass after I'm finished
I've
uni.
got myself a real PC in the other room, so I'll play it in as high settings as I can.
I'm getting my PC Monday, guys.
Oh,
I can join you guys.
and we got a new trailer for Life is Strange Before the Storm.
Yeah.
Which,
Cool.
yeah, it's coming out 31st of August, so it's coming out real soon, so it's a launch trailer.
Those sure are dead lesbians.
They
They
sure
sure are.
the first game was so great, don't ruin it with the sequel.
Consider.
A pre-sequel.
Yeah, it's a prequel. I consider I don't care. You could have done a whole different stories in the same world.
Yeah.
And had
I
someone
would've
like
liked
that. Because I don't care because we know Rachel dies.
Yeah,
And we know
exactly.
how Rachel died. And
I
that
would like to see a game based off the teacher.
No, because I don't want to fucking torture people.
No, like a
I don't
sequel based off the teacher.
No, because
Sort of
he's still a
like-
psychopath. I don't want to
Yeah, but
glorify that.
I want to see that, like,
Maybe
that
it could be
process.
like, maybe it could be you still see the process, but you're not necessarily playing.
Yeah,
It
I
won't
feel
have
like
the same
that's
effect,
what's
though.
gonna
I
happen.
guess.
Are you playing as Chloe? Does anyone
is that
know?
the girl that you play for?
Yeah,
Is
the
that-
blue
Yeah,
hair.
you play some. She
So
doesn't have a blue hair.
so we're not gonna
No.
learn anything about the original story. So what's the fucking point?
Money.
Yeah, the money. I feel like just do another game.
Yeah, I feel
I
like it could have. It kind of was a little rushed as well.
It definitely looks like as soon as I saw it, I'm like, this is a money grab.
Yeah.
And I thought you guys had more integrity.
Yeah.
I'm not impressed.
I think the problem is one of the things people really liked about the game is they did something unique with that genre, like the Telltale genre,
Yeah.
essentially is now. With the
point
with
and
the
click genre.
with the time abilities.
Yeah.
And they're doing a
And Chloe
prequel which
can't do
takes
that.
that away.
Yeah.
exactly.
That's also like it just feels shitty.
Weird.
If they just did a game that's in the same universe that I haven't played the game, so whatever happens to her that causes her to have the time powers happens to somebody else, it's their life with the
Not
time
necessarily
powers.
described what happens.
Yeah, she just has it
Yeah.
in the thing. She describes it,
And that's fair because you end up getting in the realm of
We
like
could
pseudoscience and
I
people
think the
poking holes
closest
in it.
But we could
explanation
even go
that
further
I would
into
give
that.
As someone who really enjoyed the
I feel like an explanation would ruin it.
The closest I can give that we kind of know is kind of like an X-Men thing. Where
Yeah.
you have she had a traumatic experience and
Yeah.
that seemed to have triggered.
Yeah.
Yeah, fair enough.
So, my guess for the gameplay, and this isn't spoilers because it's a fucking guess, Rachel had those powers and it got her killed.
Yes.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So I've just played. There you go. That's
it.
Life is
No,
Strange.
I don't think so. Based off the first game.
Based off the first game.
Chloe looked to have no idea what was going on.
But
Yeah, but
maybe
so-
Rachel did.
Rachel had a different power. That's what I'm saying.
Oh, different.
Oh,
power.
but
Yeah.
even like maybe Rachel just wasn't upfront about the power.
Yeah, because
Yeah.
Rachel was very
It's, like,
secretive.
very on the down.
Also, don't need to know. We already know Chloe's side of the story because she
Yeah.
told her.
Yeah.
Like it's just
We went
retreading
back in
story.
time and looked at her story.
Yeah, it's retreading bullshit.
I think they're probably gonna try and put some kind of twist or something on it, but yeah.
I just
honestly-
described the twist.
Yeah, yeah.
See, it's
Sure.
all she dies.
Yeah.
There's no fucking point. There's no point to getting attached to
Yeah,
Rachel.
I always like stories that you go in knowing that a character dies, especially if you end up playing them for at least some part of it. I'm like,
I'm
That's
just.
why instead of setting it like 5 years before, you set it like 20 years before.
Yeah.
With the teacher! Guys!
But we don't need to glorify fucking serial killers.
yeah, I
in this
we
game.
always always worried about that.
Yeah, like there's
But,
enough
like,
games.
Did you not look at what Life is Strange was all about?
Yeah, but that's not glorifying it.
No, it's not. And I think that the team that made
No,
it
but,
could
like-
do a very similar thing.
Yeah,
A lot of
but like
people
if
get
you play it,
attached to the
people-
player character though.
Yeah. The thing is, when you play a psycho like that, it is glorifying it. This is what
I think this is really holding the games industry back. Like, I cannot stress this enough that we need to go and tread this ground.
But like, what about
We have,
Far
though.
Cry and all the like?
Far
literally-
Cry.
Yeah.
Grand Theft Auto.
Far Cry is a shooter. Grand Theft Auto is a shooter. Guys,
But
I think
you're
we need
playing
to
mass
look at
murder.
it
Don't
from
you-
an actual perspective where it's not about
Isn't
I'm
that,
gonna
like-
go kill people because I'm psycho. It's about
Being
hang
in the
on.
mind of...
Yeah, and like not properly.
And there has to be.
realised.
Yeah, there has been, and they've been banned. I'm pretty sure.
But
There
it
was
always
one-
falls into the thing of horror, like, I cannot remember it, but it's when you're a painter, and Black Mirror uses assets from that game, and I think they straight stole them. Just real talk. But you're a painter, and you're going back through, and I'm sorry if I've spoiled this for anyone, I can't remember the name of the game, but you murdered your family. And
Yeah.
you're figuring it out, and you're going through this, like, psychological trauma.
Yeah.
It's just, it was really confronting because it just so happened that the diagnosis the game gave lined up exactly with my personal mental illness diagnosis, and I'm
Yeah.
like, I'm not a murderer, and that's my big worry is like they're just gonna pinpoint this and turn it into something horrible.
Right.
Yeah.
And
It's-
I don't
yeah,
need
and-
more
and
people.
that's a
I don't need
valid-
more people being like,
And
oh, you're
that's
just
a
gonna kill
valid
your
concern.
family.
So they need to work on this carefully. It's
But
the same
unfortunately,
thing I
it's
thought
just not
about-
the way the industry works.
I know, and it sucks.
Yeah.
It's the same
Yeah.
thing I had about Dream Daddy and their cult ending.
Mm.
Like, guys, put it in the game. This shit needs to be talked about eventually.
I honestly think that they read it back, and I think that truly with Dream Daddy, they maybe were like, on the nose, but we'll rework it and bring it out as a Halloween thing, but I
Yeah.
believe that we have ruined it.
I just think with the cult ending of Dream Daddy, they said it is shitty to say the Christian guy is is homophobic. It's shitty to do that because that's such a bad stereotype for gay Christian men.
Yeah.
And like it's genuine.
Especially
It's
since
gonna.
it's such a rough time.
Yeah, it
for
would
them.
genuinely harm people. Like it can. So
Which is like in the future, I would love for us to be
If
able
it was
to, like,
any other
have this,
character, yeah.
like any other character.
yeah.
Like I would love for games in the future, but it needs to be a thing where we
I
need
think-
to have come further as a society.
Yeah.
So there's not as much prejudice. There's never going to
Yeah.
be not.
But like,
Unfortunately.
I don't think the games industry is there where they can discuss these topics and it
especially
be nuanced
since-
and good.
Yeah.
Once the AAA jumps on it, it's just ruined
Yeah.
because they're not going to take the time. Like the corporate, like corporations are not going to take the time and
Yeah.
actually be sensitive to people.
Yeah.
It'll be a situation like, oh, what's that movie? Because they Hollywoodize it so much and it's not like an indie thing. Split, thank you.
Yeah.
It'll be a thing like Split where they just overarching, oh, it
13
has split
reasons why.
personality,
Yeah.
13 reasons why. Like they take it, they're like, why is he doing this? Oh, it's this mental disorder. We're not going to go into the mental disorder.
Yeah.
We're just going to say this, and they're like, oh, are all people with this mental disorder like this? No, because they're using it for an
Yeah.
effect.
And there's someone who's done an essay on this exact thing. It's a fucking terrible thing to put mental illness as a thing like that, especially with an immersive quality as gaming. It's just not there yet.
Yes.
You do not have the resources or the thought
And I think
process
that-
behind it to do
yeah,
it.
I
I think the resources and thought processes are there. I think that every other
Just the
franchise has been shit. Split was a really terrible example of mental illness in movies. They did it horribly.
Yeah.
Also, it's now part of a franchise.
Which is awful.
What's his face at the end? I don't know.
Oh, Unbreakable. It's connected
Yes,
to
it's
Unbreakable.
part of Unbreakable.
Oh.
Yeah.
Um,
Because Mr. Glass was mentioned, and then the protagonist from Unbreakable rocked up. It's like, yeah, that's a thing.
Oh.
Oh, okay. I never watched the movie.
We have got off
do you-
track.
Yeah.
But one last thing I did want to mention.
I think it's a nice discussion. There.
Yeah, no, I'm not saying
What's
that.
there's a new game from Ninja Theory. It's kind of like a Souls-like game Do you know it? It's
maybe.
Anyway, the name isn't important. If you look up the new Ninja Theory game, you'll know it. It's about a girl that has it's some kind of mental illness, and apparently they handle it in a pretty good way. But there's a lot of people saying that even though it was handled in a pretty good way, there's almost no good way once you put that label on it to be like, hey, this is a thing, because it's like, oh, you know, is that what it's like?
I also want to say that it's a Souls-like, so it's very combat-oriented, and that instantly destroys everything.
I agree.
It should be a very passive...
It needs to be an interactive story sort of game.
And I think also horror doesn't work very well for it.
No, I think the only way to do horror is if it's not, it doesn't become supernatural horror, and it becomes a situation where even like that. I made a joke about making an app where like you have to manage yourself, and you're like, this is my social level, this is my anxiety level. It's a management game on your phone, and it's like, and then report on your blog. No one steal my idea. I've TM'd it.
Too late.
That's what my assignment's gonna do.
Yeah, well, no. Different to that.
Okay.
It's like your levels, and it's like because of anxiety sort of.
You're not gonna
situations,
give
and,
it to other people.
Yeah. And it's just like a thing of, like, I think that it will be a good thing for indie people to explore, and as long as they are so careful and they do it right, and you do not associate mental illness with mass murder.
Or even murder. Yeah.
I think it definitely needs to be something handled by indie or a very, very, very carefully selected team of AAA films.
Yeah. I unfortunately don't think they will. They'll just be like, you.
Yeah.
But I think that it could be a good thing to... it could be a good thing to make people sympathise.
I really want
Yeah.
the games industry to explode, because the movie industry exploded and then the movie industry exploded.
Yeah, well, that's the
I
thing
think
is...
once we break past this barrier, it can only go up from there.
I think it's just a society thing as well, where we...
Because
And the problem in the news, like, mass murderers who do not have mental illness are called mentally ill. We just blanket it in mentally ill. And I'm like, yes, there is a problem with that person, but it's not depression.
Yeah.
Okay?
Yeah.
It's not bipolar.
But the problem with putting it in game, like mental illness in games and movies is the story based and you need conflict.
Yeah.
And the easiest way to get conflict is violence.
Yeah.
Violence is the easiest way. So it's
I don't want to say the easiest, but it's definitely the most obvious.
I think that, like, even if someone was so specific, like, if you just specify in the game and you have to find it, like, it's not like a little Easter egg, like, you find this in the game, that this person is completely undiagnosed, they do not have a mental illness, and then they're a murderer, fine, cool, we can explore the horrible morale situation there.
Yeah.
That would be interesting.
I just don't think the teacher from Life is Strange would be a good player character.
Great wrap up.
And again, I disagree.
Yeah.
I wouldn't want to play him.
Let's continue with this. So on to Sony. Sony.
But consider you, you'll end up not excusing what it is. What is it?
No, you won't.
Not empathizing or anything. You'll rationalize what he did, which is that's more dangerous.
I mean,
You'll be like, oh, that's why he did it, and like there will be people who will be like, oh, but like he's such a cinnamon roll, like he didn't deserve it or whatever.
if you make the game right.
Yeah, no, bitch, you don't know what teenage girls are.
You're right, I don't.
You give them a
thread.
Charles Manson.
Yeah, Charles Manson. Exactly. We do not need to glorify these fucking psychos that
It's
abuse
really,
women.
really scary.
No, you don't. I'm telling you as a woman, don't even let it be an option.
You should see the amount of Tumblrs that are dedicated to, like, the
School shooters and shit.
And
like,
they're like,
we are literally telling you.
I just wish he was here to hug me. I'm like...
It's bad. You don't need to glorify this shithead. You need to play other characters.
They just need to be so carefully.
I agree with you in theory, but in practice,
no, it's absolutely
like communism. Anyway, let's move on. That's a showstopper right there.
I wish that could be the title of this episode. It's like communism.
Gamescom, it's like communism.
Shenmue 3, we got a trailer for it. People didn't think it existed. It does. There's a trailer for it, Shenmue 3.
Cool.
It's coming out.
I'm like,
There's no
what
release
is that?
date. Does it really exist?
I don't know what this is.
It's, people love Shenmue. It's
Shenmue.
a very Japanese thing.
Shamu?
Shenmue?
It's
Shenmue.
on the
Shenmue.
PS3 it came out?
I think it... I don't know. All I
That's
know is
what
it's
the time
a
period.
massive... There's a
No,
huge
that's
following.
Shamu!
Yeah.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
It has a huge following. I've never
Yeah.
played any of the games. but
Yeah.
people
Not for me, but I'm excited for those who...
Yeah, I'm glad you got something.
Yeah.
Destiny 2, there was a trailer for it.
Okay.
There's a launch trailer.
Not for me, and I'm not excited for those
Okay,
who
I'm looking
haven't.
forward to it.
I
Okay.
hope it's better than when I loaded up Destiny 1 and no one was with me, so I died a bunch of times and then gave up and then gave it back to EB Games.
I was not intending on playing this game, but Nathan Fillion's in it, and he is my husband.
Yeah.
Buy it for PC and can play with me.
Of course,
Like,
you'll buy
it
it for
has
PC.
Nathan Fillion.
If it has more
But
story,
you know what, Peter Dinklage, I was like, hey, I love you. And but then
yeah, but Nathan
disappointment.
Fillion has done voice acting before.
that's true.
And he's not just collecting
Yeah.
a paycheck.
And
They
also,
actually
yeah,
cast
yeah,
him.
and also, just from the trailer, he's like funny, like genuinely
Alright.
funny
I've
moments.
seen when he was originally his character was originally announced for wasn't he in a DLC for Destiny 1 or something, and he actually was a character like every other fucking player in there was boring as shit, but he actually went like, I'm Nathan Fillion in
like,
this robot face.
Here's the thing, Nathan Fillion is just Nathan Fillion. Like, he's
Yeah.
not even playing a character.
That's fine.
It's
That's, you know,
I
I'm
would like to
happy.
see Dinklebot as DLC. I would pay for that. I would pay $4.99 for...
But it's now it's someone Nolan. Jonathan Nolan is the writer of Westworld.
Nolan North.
Nolan
Buy
North.
literally every game.
Yeah.
His,
Uncharted,
yeah.
right?
Yeah.
He's Nathan.
Probably.
He's Mr. Gruff Boy.
Yeah, I think
Yeah.
he's Nathan in Uncharted.
And the last thing, there's a special edition PS4, which is GT Sport. Nobody cares. It's a car. PS4.
Yeah.
Who cares?
No one buys cars.
Spend the extra 150 for that.
No. It's
Like, there's extra bits of plastic
They'll
on
spend an
it.
extra $200 for a Zelda poster in the SNES.
Yeah. Well, they have to.
That'd be great for, I don't know, people who play NBA. I don't know.
So
For dads. It's a
For dads. It's a
Just in
dad's.
time for Australian Father's Day.
Yeah. So.
It's not out yet.
So the biggest
Father's Day
announcement.
is the same everywhere?
No,
No,
Father's.
US?
No,
No?
US is a.
US is earlier in the year. It's like in May.
They wanted to release Dream Daddy
Oh, true.
on.
That makes sense.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah, so June, I guess.
That's why it was rushed.
Yeah.
So
No, it was April. And they were like, oh, we want because they planned it for like a year.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Sorry.
that's okay.
I'm explaining Dream Daddy's
I'm just
lore.
really excited. So EA brought out a celebrity guest. Jifpom.
The highlight of Gamescom.
Yes. They brought out a puppy because they announced Sims 4
but might
Cats
I
and
quickly
Dogs.
say, not the greatest celebrity guest in the past week. And I'll bring that up after.
Okay.
Okay.
I find that hard to believe.
I'm prematurely offended.
No, that's the right reaction.
Yeah.
Someone coming into this podcast.
He came out, he did his little hops, he did his little wave.
He had an interview. The
Can
lady
you
interview.
quickly say that this was a dog?
Yes.
He is a little Pomeranian, Jeff Pom, look him up.
Oh.
Yeah,
He has some
precious.
Instagram celebrity.
He is a full-blown celebrity.
So
Bring back Jeff Long 2018.
yeah.
Exactly.
You want to go see him.
Exactly. But yeah, they announced Cats and Dogs for Sims 4, which...
So no horses.
No horses.
As far as I'm concerned, there's no horses, but I think that the horse community will demand it and it will be put in.
Because horses was a fun part of
It
Sims
was
3.
fun. Horses in real life, I'm medium about.
There are heaps of them in this area.
Yeah.
As a real
Georgia-
life horse fan, yes. I want horses.
I think what you mean is that horses are demon animals.
Yeah. Ryan hates horses.
I do not like horses.
How?
They smell.
Okay. But you smell and I don't hate you. So.
Okay, so you have Driftbomb, I raise you, Rick Astley with the Foo Fighters.
No.
No, so at a Foo Fighters concert this week, Rick Astley came backstage to say hi to the guys. And then 5 minutes later, they were up on stage, Rick Astley and the Foo Fighters singing Never Gonna Give
That's
You Up
amazing.
live.
That's incredible.
It was beautiful.
But consider it's a dog that hops.
He did a wave.
He waved and they asked, how was your trip here? And he lied down because he was tired.
He's tired because he had a long trip. He's American.
Rick Astley her.
Yeah.
Yeah, I want to play Sims even more now.
Yeah. It's great.
Watch for that in the future.
Yeah.
Are you
Yeah.
getting it?
Oh,
For-
definitely.
Yeah, we're gonna have a
Oh,
house.
by the way, I'm offended. Last week, I said I would play No Man's Sky with you. And
I played it without
that's
you.
2 episodes.
Please come play with me.
Tell me
I
when
don't
you're
know.
going to.
It's so bad times. I'm always playing at 3 in the morning and I'm still screaming.
That's fine.
Battlefront Starfighter Assault, they have a new
I
mode.
am
It's-
excited for Battlefront.
Yeah, it looks pretty cool.
The first one's really fun to play, except it just takes forever to level up, and you have to be level 50 to get anything cool.
Yeah.
But Battlefront 2 has a story mode, which I'm
Oh,
really
that's
excited
nice.
for. That's so nice.
I've
Except
just been traumatized by it because I've just had to watch people play it and I'm like, I don't care. You're not even letting me have to go. I don't care.
Oh, that's annoying.
Yeah.
Except someone in my class was upset Darth Maul was in the Force Awakens map. And I was
Yeah.
like, maybe you're just a big baby.
Yeah. They're just having fun with it. It's not canon. It's just
It's not.
It's
That's the
a
thing.
thing.
It's literally for Star Wars fans, and it's
Yeah.
purely for Star Wars fans, and
It's
it's
just
cool.
fun.
And also, you get to play Darth Maul. Why do you give a shit?
Yeah.
And I'm a person that cares about lore, but I know that the rule of cool overrides it. Like,
Yeah, it's Battlefront. It's not like, oh, this is canon. This
Yeah.
is like Ray's mom or some shit like that. Like, no one
And
gives a
I
shit.
doubt
Just
you
let
will
me-
get to play in the story mode like that.
Yeah, exactly. Like, I doubt the story mode. Oh, well, the story mode is canon, but
Yeah,
like,
but I doubt you'll get
it's
to play Darth Maul in Force Awakens bit.
Yeah, exactly. And also, I think the story mode isn't any characters we've ever met before. So it's
Which
just
is
like
great because they
extended.
the entire extended universe.
Yes,
Yeah.
now they're making new ones.
So-
Slowly but surely.
I think this is an extended universe sort of thing, and like, yeah,
Yeah, exactly.
which is fine.
We got a trailer for FIFA 18. I assume we all care about FIFA.
Oh yeah, let's
I
talk
love
about that.
the sport
let's not.
ones.
Sports ball is fun. EA's Fee is coming to Switch. It's really cute. It's
Fee?
Yeah, it's called Fee. It's
I
a
missed this
it's
one.
it's just it's a cute little game. It's like kind of a very dark world with a little cute character. Like
Kind of like Ori style.
yeah, kind of think Ori, but it's more 3D. It's more just like exploring kind of thing.
F-E?
Just FE.
Oh, Fee. Yeah, very like Ori crossed with Limbo a little bit.
I love it.
Yeah.
Oh, made by AAA, not Indies.
Yes, it's
No,
a
this is the one for the Fox. We heard about this. This is not the announcement trailer.
no. So it's for they announced it's coming to
Yeah,
Switch.
we heard about this at E3.
Yeah,
This is
yeah.
when we first saw it.
Yeah, it's a very cute looking game.
Yeah.
It's nice.
Yeah, it
It's just a
looks
cute
nice.
game. It's coming to Switch. It looks good.
Yeah, a little atmospheric, a little puzzle game, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah.
Puzzle
And
platformer sort of thing.
no. And for Battlefield 1, there's a 5-on-5 incursion mode. It's
Yeah, that sounds fun.
yeah. It sounds like fun. I don't play the game, but yeah, it sounds cool. That's what I got for that.
I've played Battlefield 1 a little bit. From what I've seen, that sounds like it could be fun.
Bethesda had a bunch of stuff, but it was basically just
Skyrim?
reiterating what
Yeah,
was
we
already
love
at
Skyrim.
E3.
I love it.
Yeah, they didn't have Todd.
Never ask about Oblivion.
Well, we know where Todd is.
It's still in your basement.
Yeah, canon in my basement.
But what we did get is a release date for Fallout VR, which is December 12th. Still annoyed that it's a full price game. I understand why, but I'm
It's
still
a full
annoyed.
price game?
Yeah, it's not just an add-on, it's a full price game. But then again, also they've put a lot of development into it.
Oh, that
I
doesn't
still
matter.
don't-
$30 is the maximum I was willing to pay for that.
Yeah, no, full price.
What are we gonna play on?
The one.
So with this, do you need the base game?
No.
So it's just brand new game.
Yeah, it's just a brand new game.
I can understand
On
that.
Rails Fallout 4 walkthrough.
Oh, it has to be
it's
on
not
Rails.
on Rails. Like, it's not on Rails,
Oh!
that's the thing.
Oh,
yeah.
it's gonna be. They say it's not, but it's gonna be.
No,
Thank God for fast travel. I'm not actually walking.
I would prefer to just see
Oh
it.
yeah.
People have played it. They've said they've said it's not made them as sick as first-person games that aren't on rails in VR normally does.
I feel like
It's still not
you have the
completely
gun in
there.
front of you the whole time.
Yeah. It's still not completely gone, but it's a bit better. Also, Doom VR, which is just you walk
Hell.
to different pads. That's coming out December 1st. So
I'm glad it's warping.
Yeah,
Because
exactly.
the walking would make you sick.
yeah, exactly. You just stand in the spot.
Especially since what Doom is.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, can you imagine?
It's very full.
I would have to close my eyes.
I'm like, I'm not playing anymore.
Throw
it.
You're just like covering her eyes, but
Yeah.
it's VR.
No, I shut my eyes, but then also I cover them and I shut my eyes.
You cover like the front of the.
Yeah.
Then we got from Ubisoft. We got Anno 1800. That was announced. Apparently, Anno's a pretty popular series. I've never played it myself. I think it's an RTS, which is probably why. It's
I don't actually know about it.
yeah. It looked pretty cool from the trailer, but it was it's a trailer. It's what are you gonna get from it? Rainbow Six Siege is coming free to play from August 24th, which
Shit.
it already is, to August 27th.
So limited time.
Yeah, it's a free weekend because they've got their new expansion coming out soon, which is the
That's a pretty good. That's a pretty good deal.
That's a nice
the
little
Blood
Wait,
Orchid.
promotion.
Yes.
God, how fucking emo do you need to be? Blood awkward.
Blood Orchid, yeah, I know. It's
I thought he
it's
said August 6th, and I was like, well, that was a long time ago.
No, I messed up.
Okay.
and we got another Assassin's Creed trailer.
Thank God.
Because we really needed it.
Yeah. Well, one of them was cinematic, one of them did show off a bit of gameplay. So,
Okay.
yeah.
I'm going to be so upset if the new Assassin's Creed game is very saucy.
Mm.
I want to play an assassin, not Dark Souls in Egypt.
Yeah.
That's all I have to say.
But
It'll
then
be
again,
interesting to see where they take it, because
Yeah.
I think it might be.
it's
quite
also,
saucy.
I'm more interested in Souls games than I am with Assassin's Creed games.
Yeah, but then play a Dark Souls game.
Well, yeah.
I actually like.
Like, I think that they should be separate. Assassin's Creed is its own thing.
Yeah,
So-
exactly.
Here's the thing that Ubisoft has done. Ubisoft has Ubisofted this Assassin's Creed game.
Is there a dance segment?
No.
Because I would do that.
But you don't have to climb towers.
There's no
Oh.
towers.
There's no
Do you climb
towers.
the pyramids
No,
though?
let me explain. Instead, you use your eagle wherever you want, and it scouts the area.
Oh yeah.
Um,
And so the eagle is a tower.
When VR's a little bit better, VR Assassin's Creed, I would play.
Yeah, that'd be fun.
Yeah.
It's there definitely be some cool stuff that you could do with it.
It's
So
pretty easy to put Assassin's Creed on rails, to be honest.
so then we got to Blizzard. some fun stuff with Blizzard. I actually stayed up to watch this one, and I think it was worth it. There was a lot of really cute stuff. Not yet, you just
We'll start
excited.
with May so that you can go.
No, we'll start with Hearthstone.
Okay, yeah.
Okay, that's fair.
Yeah.
So this is
Thank God.
No, can we
Yeah.
start with the shit show? Which was... Oh, wait. No, never mind. That's Valve.
yeah. So this was the order that they announced it in. The first thing was Hearthstone, and there was a really cute little cinematic that they did. It's very Disney. Like they're just in a tavern and they start like breaking out singing a musical.
Like,
really
very
cute.
inspired by the scene in Tangled.
Yeah, exactly. That's the exact vibe.
Well, every article of Overwatch's cinematics are Pixar-esque.
Yeah, exactly.
And it's like,
On the
Every
topic
time.
of Hearthstone cinematics, they released one for their new expansion, Knights of the Frozen Throne,
Yeah.
yeah.
which is great because I know it's not canon, but we get to see Dreadlord Jaina.
No,
Yeah.
no.
No, that's
for
Heroes of the Storm.
Oh, Heroes of the Storm. My bad.
Yeah.
Oh, come on, guys. You really blame me.
Yeah, that's fair.
I think that this is why we didn't get, like, a proper Junkrat cinematic,
They're
though,
too
is
busy
because
on
they
it.
tore the... Honestly,
Yeah.
though, I think they tore the cinematic team in half to do that.
Basically what they've done is they've got a new mascot. Her name is Ava? Or Ava?
Ava. I think it's Ava.
Yeah, Ava, sorry.
Not nameless Titan.
Not nameless.
No,
Titan
and she's
Wolf,
so cute, and there's
She
a
is
little
really
mouse.
cute. And there's a little mouse mouse, and there's 7 other characters.
Yeah.
There's like a blood elf, there's a
Yeah, but
dwarf.
they're not as
They're
important
all-
as the mouse.
Yeah, the mouse is very important. But yeah, it's very cute.
Yeah.
And they're going to be releasing comics and cinematics for Hearthstone.
Yeah,
like they
they're
do for
following the Overwatch model, and I love it, and I think that it really lends itself really nicely to the Hearthstone vibe, which is just goofy fun.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
It's nice. So it's like it'll definitely get people into a free-to-play game. Just make
Yeah.
it like a multimedia thing. It's everything that you release is advertising for your free-to-play game. Easy.
Hearthstone is the ultimate cross-promotion
Yeah.
for all of the games. Well, for WoW mainly, but...
Actually,
But-
the ultimate cross-promotion is Heroes of the Storm.
Yeah.
Which
Honestly.
nobody likes, but no, that's
That's
unfair.
because it's a bad game.
So,
I
if
enjoy it.
I hate it.
I actually really enjoy Heroes of the Storm.
I do not hate those sort of games that are mobbers, but... Ugh. Heroes of the Storm.
The
Ugh.
only reason I play it is to get
Yeah, to get
WoW.
the skins
Yeah.
and sort of things.
But when I do play it, I actually enjoy
Yeah.
it. It's not tedious.
Just for me, it was just bad, but maybe I just...
What's the gameplay like?
It's a MOBA, so...
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh.
it's like League of Legends. Or
Okay, yeah, I thought it was like League of Legends with Blizzard things.
Yeah.
yeah, it's exactly
It is.
that.
Yeah.
There are some cool mechanics though.
Yeah, there are.
Yeah.
There's some things that make it different. But
It was
so,
maybe it was just me, but it was clunky for me. Anyway,
Caller Kel'Thuzad, they announced that, and Kel'Thuzad will be a new character.
he's a big WoW guy. For
Yeah,
those who don't know,
he's a big WoW guy. And one thing I want to explain why me and Chris are particularly happy about this. So, Jane is a character in WoW. There was a big turning point for her where she got like a bit angry, and a lot of people
And it
were
was
like,
a lot more
she's
than a bit angry. She
Yeah.
threatened genocide.
yeah, she
Yeah.
did, a little bit. Her hometown got bombed. Anyway. Basically, there was a lot of people, but it was popularized by a YouTuber called Jessie Cox, that she's a Dreadlord, which is a shape-shifting demon.
yeah.
Basically, this is a non-canon way of them
Go
acknowledging.
watch the trailer. You'll know
Yeah.
exactly what we're talking about. She's the wizard chick.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's just great.
She just turns into a
She's
demon,
blonde.
and everybody's like, "Oh my god!"
I freaked out.
Yeah, and this is
It's
a great way of
hilarious.
introducing it.
And
as
this
well.
is such this is an old meme. I think
Yeah,
this
it's
is 4
old.
or 5 years old.
Yeah.
Next up is Rebel Hancock.
Oh, God.
Oh,
But like,
God, that's-
it's still my Skype name.
You guys are
Yeah.
fucking nerds.
Yeah.
Yeah, George's name from ages ago. Yeah, it's Dreadlord
No, it's
Jaina.
still that.
It's still Dreadlord Jaina on Skype.
Oh my god.
Yeah. But
Yeah,
yeah,
what
it's,
it is.
And it just says confirmed underneath a picture of her with
Yeah.
like kind of green eyes.
Now you can decide if you your picture.
Full confirmed.
With a Canon photo.
and also they're making a documentary about the process of creating a Heroes of the Storm character, which will be
Which-
a really cool
yeah.
thing, like just behind the scenes.
I'm excited about that.
I like
for a
development.
personal.
As an
assignment,
aspiring game developer, that sounds great.
Yeah, exactly.
You're not aspiring. You're there.
Yeah.
You've made a game.
Develop
I
games.
mean, technically.
Yeah. Don't don't undersell.
Technically.
Visit our Out of the Shed games.
Yeah.
Plugs at the end.
Yeah.
Nobody cares about this, but they release a cinematic for the 7.3 patch for WoW.
Alright,
Well,
okay.
Do I?
Straight up, we knew when this was gonna happen. We knew that this patch was coming next week, since the last patch, and probably the patch before.
excuse.
Since last year, we've known we're going to a different planet, which is, oh my god.
Yeah.
Fucking, they announced it at Gamescom, fucking Blizzard.
Yeah.
Dick move.
Yeah.
And I'm just really excited.
Yeah.
And it's what's gonna get me back into WoW. Because if you've been listening, you'll know that I haven't been playing for a while. But guess what I'm gonna be playing for the next 5 weeks?
Yeah.
So, when does it actually confirm? I'm not
So-
sure.
It doesn't confirm anything,
Oh, okay.
but it's
Suggest.
some really cool character development. It's some nice world building.
Okay.
There's just a lot of interesting tidbits in the cinematic that just adds to the world as a whole.
We get to see Turellian, and he looks...
You get to see Illidan verbally bitch slap Velen.
yeah. And then Velen gets a little bit of hope, only to be taken away.
Just reinforcing it.
Yeah.
Thing.
It's, yeah.
And then you end with the line, Velen, the alien space goat, saying the final battle for Argus has begun.
Yeah.
And the entire WoW community is shivered.
Yeah. And also, I want to talk about the entire time that Illidan was giving Velen that speech. I'm like, you're a hypocrite, you are a hypocrite, you are a hypocrite. I mean, speech that he said could be directly applied to him.
Can it though? I mean, Illidan had a plan. Valen's just like, we'll figure it out, just don't die yet.
Yeah, but it's...
Valen has the heart. Honestly, they replaced Thrall with Illidan, and Illidan is not likable enough. People just want to fuck him. The end.
Yeah.
I'm not into hooves, sorry.
Neither am I, but like...
No.
You're missing out, my friend.
Says the girl with 2 fidget spinners in her
Yeah.
hands.
Yeah.
I'm more powerful than you.
I'm speaker from the horse community over here.
I'm the representative from the horse community. I'm here to speak to you today. Can someone take a photo of this exact moment?
My phone's over there.
Just wait.
Post it on Instagram.
Well, yeah, we need to post it on Instagram. I'll take it from over here because I can get all the other
This
things.
is a time traveling message.
This take? I just
You-
didn't
You've
take.
already seen this
Did you
photo,
take it?
Yeah.
and now you know the context.
Can you put that?
It'll be on the Nuggbox.
Can you put it? You have to put it as speaker from the horse community. What is it?
This
Speaker
is
from
a joke
the
you
horse.
won't get yet. Great. Check our Instagram, which we'll plug later.
Yeah.
Guys, we're going now.
Yeah.
But it won't be too long till we plug it because the last thing we have to talk about is Overwatch. They-
More Overwatch.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, so they showed me
Hey.
the Junkertown.
Yeah.
They're like, hey, you already know about Junkertown. They announced that Overwatch has 30 million players.
Jesus.
Pretty
Which
cool.
is cool.
Yeah.
How many does WoW have?
15, 12?
Yeah.
15 at its peak.
Oh, so 12 to 8 to 12.
That's
So-
About
fucking
Yeah.
great.
Yeah.
Good on Overwatch.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But also Overwatch is more accessible.
It definitely is.
Yeah.
It is.
And also, the May short. The May short.
Yeah.
It was so tragic and honestly so cute.
I
And
cried.
people that denied that May was chubby can go get fucked.
Yes!
Yeah.
Instant her jacket my ass. Everyone knew she was fat.
She was always wearing yoga pants. Like
Yeah.
leggings. They are
Consider
thin.
girls
Yeah.
told you this because fat is in your cheeks as well.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's like,
You know, like, you just don't. Some people have baby face, yes, but not like that.
That she has a round
Yeah.
face, you weirdos. Also, she's so cute, and
So
I
cute.
cried
yeah.
when her iPhone didn't charge.
But then
How
she made her own
relatable.
charger.
So
Yeah.
now we have soul-powered iPhones.
Yeah.
I really hope that her little red outfit with the Overwatch patch
Yeah.
comes as a
That'd be
skin.
great.
That'd be
Yeah,
great.
give me that.
I thought it was the abominable.
No.
No.
Because all
Those
the
have
skins are
feathers.
canon.
They are.
Consider. Also, she's a legend. She just walked across Antarctica.
Yeah.
She's just like, I'm just gonna walk back.
Like, men have died doing that.
Yeah, and she's
that
just
was
like,
a brave move.
Also, she doesn't have anything for her face. So she's like, I'm just gonna walk.
Yeah, it's like, my nose is still here
I mean,
somehow.
it was summer.
Yeah, but still.
Yeah, but also I'm really curious to see like if her friends decomposed in the pond
No.
because she was horrified.
Yeah.
I want to know the science
Okay,
behind
so I wanna
it,
see
the
after
faux
After
science.
the update, I want to see mugs at the bases of all of their stasis chambers.
Yeah.
And a little patch of fog that's been removed.
I don't.
Just be in like the 3 vs 3 crying.
Yeah.
As my
Also, I love that they're just sneaking in little, like, the Murloc mug that she
Yeah,
had.
that was
That's
cute.
Yeah, it's
It's like it was a very cute.
I saw a whole thread in the comments of the video going, like, how the fuck do you say Murloc?
I'm still mad. I need to bring it up every time we talk about Murlocs. Why did they make the pink Murloc mug not available anymore, but the other 3 are still? Just give me the pink one. What the heck?
If you haven't noticed by now, Georgia really likes pink.
Yeah, because it's a good color, Chris.
It is.
And on that note, that's the end of the podcast.
Yeah. So that's it for this episode. Make sure you follow us on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, and YouTube. What are we missing? I keep saying Snapchat.
Instagram, Tumblr.
Tumblr.
Yep.
Yeah, we have a Tumblr now.
Yep.
So make sure you follow Nugbox
Yeah, we're Nugbox.
on Tumblr.
Yeah.
At
Um,
Nugbox on everything.
Yeah, we're Nugbox and
Description.
everything.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If you haven't been doing that, I'm gonna.
Yeah, no,
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
there.
Okay, good.
We're at Nugbox on everything except we're Nugbox Studios on Facebook because some fucking weed people took Nugbox on Facebook. I reported them. It won't let me get the name though. They removed the channel, but they removed the
Yeah.
page, but I can't get the name.
Well,
Also on SoundCloud
That's really,
and
like, really
just
sorry.
yeah.
On
Also,
SoundCloud and iTunes we're Nuggcast. So say
Yeah.
that.
oh, okay. So, also we are Nuggcast on iTunes and SoundCloud.
Yeah, that's where you can find us. There.
Yeah, that's them two places.
We
And
really need to get this all sorted out.
Yeah.
yeah, it's all right.
Well,
We're just
I
a
don't
bit
think
of a
we're changing Nuggcast because it's
Yeah,
only the
because-
Nuggcast on the SoundCloud and iTunes.
On SoundCloud.
But
it's just
everything
Nugbox.
else is Nuggbox.
But you can find us anywhere.
Yeah, we've
and-
got links out the butt.
Yeah.
We've got enough links that if you Google Nugcast, it'll come up.
Yeah.
You know.
But no, our new Tumblr is really exciting too.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've been trying to keep up with it as best I can. There's gaming content.
Tumblr
Yeah.
community, give us fan art.
Yes.
That'd be great.
That'd be really good.
We like the fan art.
We love fan
I
art.
only got one piece so far, but it was great.
It was excellent.
It was everything. Thank you, Rai.
Who wants to start plugging themselves?
I am Galaxy Sword on Twitter, Tumblr, and Instagram, and Facebook and YouTube. I'm everywhere too, bitch! I am haunting you. That's me. I'm Gabby, Galaxy Sword. Google me. Oh, and skip all the what is it? What is the
Oh, Stardew Valley.
Stardew Valley stuff?
Yeah.
Yeah, that was it.
Guys, I made a game. It's called Dodge and Go. Download it on the Google Play Store. At the Shed on Facebook and Google Play. Go check that out.
Nice.
Yeah. Where can I find you, Alwyn? On Facebook?
I just said that.
You did not.
At the Shed at Facebook and Google Play.
Oh, sorry. I thought you said about the
I just put your
Android
finger.
store. Why am I imagining things?
Google Play is the other stuff.
Wild.
We're iPhone users. We don't have to learn anything.
So I on my online stuff, I'm just Nirox. I really want to change my name on YouTube, but it's Niroxium. It's stupid, but Nirox was taken.
Yeah, you can just
No,
go
actually,
through
it's
the Nugbox
cute.
channel or my channel.
Nugbox or
In the
George's
side.
channel that she will just plug. And yeah, I do some Let's Plays, and I manage the Nugbox Tumblr. That's most of what I do.
Yeah.
So I'm doing some Let's Plays at the moment. At the moment, it's every day, just because I've felt like it, but
Every
it
day,
probably
bro.
won't be that.
You can find me at Georgia on literally everything. Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, Tumblr, and YouTube. Specifically YouTube, I upload game videos every day but Wednesday where I do an art video. So have fun with that right
Did
now.
you do
I'm playing.
No.
Right now I'm playing Slime Rancher, No Man's Sky, Oxenfree, My Sims, and Ruffalo. I think that's everything. Alright. Yeah. Have fun.
Let's have a cool time.
It's bad. Watch it.
Oh my god, it will give you an anxiety attack. Have a cool time.
Have a cool time.